The Dog and the Wolf. Once upon a time, in a dense forest far away, there lived a gaunt and hungry wolf. His ribs showed through his fur, and his energy was fading fast. He had been searching for food for days without any luck. As he wandered through the woods, he happened to meet a well-fed and cheerful house dog trotting along a path. Cousin," exclaimed the dog, recognizing the wolf. "I had a feeling I would find you in this state. Your wild and irregular lifestyle will be your downfall. Why don't you work steadily as I do? Then you would have your food given to you regularly, and you wouldn't have to suffer from hunger." The wolf, desperate and weak, replied, "I wouldn't mind having a regular meal and a steady place to live. But who would take me in and give me such a life?" The dog, feeling a bit sorry for his wild cousin, said, "That's easy. Come with me to my master. He is kind and generous. You can share my work, and in return, you'll get food and shelter just like I do." The idea of a steady meal and a comfortable place to sleep sounded very appealing to the starving wolf. So, he agreed, and they set off together towards the town. As they walked, the wolf noticed something strange about the dog. The fur around his neck was worn away and looked sore. Curious, the wolf asked, "Cousin, why is the hair around your neck so thin and patchy?" "Oh, that," said the dog nonchalantly. "It's nothing serious. It's just the place where my collar rubs when I'm chained up at night. It can be a bit uncomfortable at first, but you get used to it quickly." The wolf stopped in his tracks, his eyes wide with surprise. "Chained up? You mean you're not free to come and go as you please?" he asked. The dog nodded. "Well, during the day, I am free to roam around the house and the yard. But at night, to keep me safe and ensure I don't wander off, my master puts on my collar and chains me. It's a small price to pay for the security and regular meals I get." The wolf stood silently for a moment, considering the dog's words. He thought about the comfort of a regular meal and a warm place to sleep. But then he thought about the chains and the loss of his freedom. No matter how hungry he was, the idea of being tied up and not being able to roam the forest freely was unbearable to him. "Thank you for your kind offer, cousin," the wolf said finally, "but I think I will say goodbye here. I would rather be hungry and free than well-fed but in chains. Farewell and take care." With that, the wolf turned and trotted back into the forest, his stomach still growling but his spirit free. The dog watched him go, understanding his decision. For the dog, the security of a home and regular meals was worth the chain, but for the wolf, nothing was more valuable than his freedom. Each chose the life that suited them best, and they went their separate ways. And so, the wolf continued his life in the wild, appreciating every moment of his freedom, while the dog returned to his master, content with the comfort and safety of his domesticated life. They both learned that happiness comes in different forms, and it's important to choose the path that makes you feel most alive.